In 1981, a sprightly album appeared from England by a curiously named sextet that would soon go on to achieve worldwide fame as a trio. I am talking about the Thompson Twins, and from their 1981 debut album, a product of the track When I See You. You hear that those harmonic that and the really snappy. I just love everything about this so far. Just so like snap snap like everything about this is so tight. We've got that sliding that rhythm, and we've got the pianos going like. It's also like Toy Town, kind of like a bunch of toys and clocks and all like going at once in this like choppy kind of way. It's been a little while. Why can't I stop? I like your funny smile. The air is hot. I see you, it's just like you hear that those guitars, the way they're just so like cutting and yeah, those high like triads, they're like just striking like, and really scratchy. The real staccato way in which he's singing, God, this really is nothing like the band that would uh, achieve global fame 2 years later on their third album, Quickstep and Sidekick. I mean, at that point they were playing like a really streamlined, catchy kind of anthemic, like synth pop modern rock style that would and very primed for like video and definitely what this this could not have achieved that type of widespread sales. I mean we've got like a really uncommercial kind of just unpolished, very staccato, choppy, quirky sound, very layered here. um, that's not to slight their layer stuff. Their layer stuff was great in its own right, but this is just in a much rarer class, let's say. I'm hearing, to make a banal simile, I could say it sounds like a cross between the choppy jaggedness of Delta 5 and the kind of jungle laden percussive density of the English beat, who were also quite choppy at times, staccato and such. Now that I play it this time, I'm in the vocals and in the really kind of tout vocal mannerisms and such, and the quirkiness. I'm hearing perhaps even like drums and wires era XTC, like the track that I did a couple of months ago, Helicopter. Heck, you could even throw Scritti Politti into this somewhere, like from their early EPs, like Skank Block Bologna, that 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 era of the band. Yeah, I mean, just totally nothing like the more kind of like Thomas Dolby esque pop that they would or like because like later on I'll get to more observations later. Let's hear more of the song.
I know conversation is nothing to you. Get lost in creation is all I can do. All I can do.
It's amazing how I get done like doing all those descriptions of what the song was like, and suddenly we go into a slightly more straightforward section. I think I hear some mallets. Hear that? Playing that hi-hat really fast. Hear that like free jazz piano, like tinkling, kind of colliding with those harmonic like triad pull-offs and everything. Let's catch up with the lyrics here. I'm curious as to what these are about. When I see you, it's just a taking some drug, taking some drug, taking some drug. Sung really fast too. You gotta understand. That cadence is actually hard to like. When I see you, it's just taking some drug, taking some drug. I would that would take practice to sing it the way he's to fit these words in the kind of cadence that he designed for it. Yeah, when I see you, it's just like taking some drug, taking some drug, taking some drug. It's calm a little while. Why can't I stop? I watch your funny smile. The air is hot. Okay, I know where this is about. It's making metaphors that he's he's infatuated with a woman, and he's comparing the intensity of the feelings, or he's comparing the experience to a drug. It's calm a little while. Why can't I stop? I watch your funny smile. The air is hot. So when she makes certain looks at him, makes certain faces, it just drives him wild. When I see you, it's just like taking some drug, taking some drug. Yeah, okay. The clock says 1:30. Turn on the light. Drink coffee now and then. It's getting late. I listen to the night. You read a book. You ask me questions in a way I look and I say, huh. Now, these lines almost sound like they've kind of settled into um, kind of domesticized boredom with one another. When I see you, it's just like taking some drug, taking some drug. Okay. I know conversation is nothing to you. Get lost in creation is all I can do. All I can do. Huh. It's like they're a couple now with intellectual or psychological differences. Um, and he's finding that she's just not a very intellectual person, and just he's really into reading, he's really into theory, and she's just is very dismissive of it all. When I see you, it's just like taking some drug, taking some drug. Look at some people, look at yourself. Why don't you worry about your physical health? Huh. So she's not as concerned about, you know, upkeep and health and about the things that she eats as he is. More of that chorus again. Yeah, that chorus, just a few repetitions. Drug, 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 taking some drug, drug, taking some drug, drug. Huh. Um, so maybe it wasn't so much. Maybe my initial impression was kind of off. He's not really in the initial throes of infatuation with this person. He's still with her because, well, there's still something about her that keeps him there, but it's not necessarily a healthy relationship at this point. It's like taking some drug. She's intellectually stultifying. She's not really living right or taking care of herself properly, and it's kind of wearing him down somewhat. But he's still kind of there for some reason. Maybe it's the sex. Who knows? Maybe it's just trying to hang on to what he initially liked about her. Yeah, it's like taking some drug. Yeah. I was later. Oh, I'll say that. Let's hear some more of the song.
I see you, it's just like taking them, taking some I see you, it's just like taking them, taking
This does sound like something that XTC has done. Yeah, some moments, some certain passages, I believe, from Drums and Wires. Maybe it's when you're near me, I have difficulty. Certain. Yeah, going into that really hypnotic coda with the really persistent beat. What I was going to say earlier is that Tom Bailey later became, it seems like, known for writing lyrics that had a message to them, that had some concern with like human betterment, in a similar manner to what Howard Jones would do. Howard Jones became, known for lyrics that were steeped in human observation uh, and self-help. And yeah, a lot of the Thompson Twin lyrics, like oh, lies, particular, would have these kind of like loaded observational verses with kind of like with like proclamation type choruses that were kind of anthemic, and there was usually like a sometimes there was like a positive, sometimes it could be pessimistic, in the case of like lies. Other times it could be like uplifting, kind of optimistic, like you know let's see, let's hear another track from the album, Make Believe.
I had a dream and the dream came true. I saw a ghost and the ghost was you. And in the dark it was hard to see that you are only make believe. Some people can't be left alone. They can't be happy on their own. Some people need to find a friend. I never knew this was in my I wanted to an empty playground. All I needed was a friend. Instead of playing hide and seek, I played let's pretend.
Let's catch up with the lyrics here. I had a dream and the dream came true. I saw a ghost and the ghost was you. But in the dark it was hard to see that you were only make-believe. Some people can't be left alone. They can't be happy on their own. Some people need to find a friend. I never knew this was in my head. Huh. So, misgivings about losing someone. I wandered to an empty playground. All I needed was a friend. Instead of playing hide and seek, I played let's pretend, let's pretend. Yeah, not over someone, it sounds like. I had a dream and the dream came true. I saw a ghost and the ghost was you, but in the dark it was hard to see that you were only, yeah, make believe. Been through there. Whenever I am feeling lonely, whenever I am at an end, I draw a picture inside my head. I could see you once again.
I had a dream and the dream came true. I saw a ghost and the ghost was you. But in the dark it was hard to see that you are only make Whenever I was feeling lonely, whenever I was at turning, I drew a picture inside my head. I could see you once again.
Got some, I think, wah wah going on there. Got a lot of great detail in these songs. I mean, we just went through kind of like a fractious sax bit, and then that big steamroll on the snare, and so much before that, that little clips guitar, kind of faint over it, really kind of pulsating bass line.
I had a dream and the dream came true. I saw a ghost and the ghost was you. But in the dark it was hard to see that you are only make believe.
One thing I love about this song and the last one is that both are built on such slick yet angular melodies. It's like this just really kind of a like angular, straight ahead yet angular tonic arc in each of them. Like this one, bump 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 bump, like and like the Tom Bailey just finding the right notes to hit above it, just like in the last one, like and yeah. I heard that one of the things they used to do during this period, like as the initial six-piece lineup, is that they had all these makeshift percussions on stage that certain members were playing. I mean, let's see, we got I think how many percussion? We've got a drummer. We've got Chris Bell on drums, and we've got John Leeway, the only other member besides Tom Bailey who would ultimately be in the famous trio lineup of the band. Drums. So between them, drums, congas, and then we've got two guitarists in the band, a saxist, and then we've got Tom Bailey, bass, vocals, keyboards. Yeah, the mastermind of the band. They would have all these like makeshift percussions on stage, and they would invite audience members to come up and join in during certain parts of the set, and they became really popular this way. It's kind of how they developed their reputation initially. Oh, and the band also were quite scruffy. They were kind of ragamuffin during this period, which is, just like spiky kind of DIY hairdos and outfits, kind of like I guess kind of like Dexy's Midnight Runners, that kind of that new wave ragamuffin look, and then of course After this album, Alana Curry joined, and she had been a fashion designer. I think it studied fashion design, and between her and Joe Leeway, did I say his name wrong earlier? Joe Leeway. They designed a whole kind of this look for the band, with the like bouffoned hair and the and the floods and all that, the wedge cut outfits and such, and with the really wide joints and everything. Let's see. I'm building giant towers day and night without relief. I don't need a team of helpers. I make do with make believe. Interesting metaphor. So he's kind of like building towers out of his own fantasies. Yeah, and then more repetitions of the chorus. I'm wondering, did any of these other guys do anything? Any of these? Huh. Let's see. It looks like Chris Bell, the original drummer, who I guess left after this album. Oh no, he played on set. And then I guess went on the Spear of Destiny. Yeah, that was Kirk Brandon's outfit after Theater of Hate, and played with Gene Loves Jezebel, and played on one of Hugh Cornwell's later solo albums. Let's see. Guitarist John Roog. Um, hmm. Most of his credits are Thompson Twins related. Um, Saxist Peter Dodd. Yeah, same with him. Yeah, not much outside like the first two Thompson Twins albums. I think on the next album set there had been a couple of, I guess, two members left, and Alan Curry joined. I think they were a five piece on set. And then that was just like a year later, 1982, and then 1983, Quick Step and Sidekick, and suddenly they were transformed into the trio that everyone knows. So a lot of changes in the span of. Yeah, they saxophone percussion Jane Shorter, yeah, the female, like, on the picture of the first. I remember I think playing that game when I first showed some unsuspecting person the first Thompson Twins album. When I first did the hearing test, played some I think played these two songs, or as they were my favorites. And said, name this band, and and then I showed a picture, and and then tried to. Oh, and then once I revealed the name of the band, I said, now point to Alana Curry in the lineup. She's actually not there in the lineup. That was like the double trick question. Huh. A few credits that I'm not familiar with at all. Grace Kale's dub set. Huh. That's one I haven't come across before in all my crate digging. Let's see. Yeah. It looks like these others didn't really go on to much things aside from Chris Mercer. Didn't really go on to much significance. Basically, pretty soon it would just be two of the six people that we heard standing and going on to fame, fortune, and video legendhood, and just classic 80s status. Yeah. For more rubies and sapphires from this first Thompson Twins, and from this first album by the Thompson Twins and the four albums that followed. See the directory of albums by English T artists linked in the description below. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media. Leave a comment if there are any observations you have about these two songs. The instrumentation, the layers, the textures, the density of it all, the arrangements, the style, the lyrics, the reference points. Maybe you agreed, maybe you heard other things very different. Maybe, yeah, what did it all sound like to you and what stood out to you? What instrumental details struck your fancy? What did the songs mean to you, lyrically, metaphorically? And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air travel trimaximalist, signing off.